Welcome to CHTV's morning announcements. I'm Griffin Gonzalez.
And I'm Ben Heber.
Here are today's top stories.
In sports, Timmy and Jack will be giving us a rundown of everything Greyhound sports this week.
In news, Sophia will give us an inside look at this year's Care to Share program.
And in entertainment, we'll have an interview with choir students Hannah Paul and Andrew Todd to talk about Holiday Spectacular.
Stay tuned for this edition of your morning announcements, Friday, December 8th, 2017.
Happy Friday, Greyhounds. And Griffin, it is great to be back with you here at the CHTV host desk. I know we've got a big game tonight between Carmel and Noblesville. How's that shaping up to be?
Well, Ben, we have a huge game between Carmel and Noblesville. Obviously, you have the crosstown rivalry, but you also have Coquettes performing pregame, and at halftime, you have the Special Olympics basketball game. I know that means a lot to those athletes, so they're all very excited for it. It's a huge night for all Carmel students, really, so hopefully the stands will be packed tonight.
Of course.
But Ben, that being said, I know you're involved in Holiday Spectacular with Ambassadors, and you guys are in the midst of the crazy week. How have shows been going so far?
So far, so good. We've had 2 great performances this week, and we're shaping up to have a few more good ones this weekend. Now, if you could please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
A happy birthday goes out to Stuart Anker, Mayo Bott, Eva Brungard,
Ruth Brungard, Thorne Chandler, David Shalimba,
Reese Higginbottom, Brighton Luke, Omar Mana, Macy McLean,
Natalie Rondu, Annabelle Walter, Tyler Wolfert. Happy birthday, guys. Now, obviously, as the season continues for sports, all teams are looking fantastic. You have swimming doing what swimming does best, winning. You have girls basketball, still #1 in the state. And you have boys basketball, who is really picking up speed in the mid-conference. Here with Jack and Timmy now. Guys, obviously, all sports have looked fantastic. Which one have you been extremely interested in so far this winter?
Well, Griffin, I've been extremely interested in the girls basketball team. Very good season.
Girls swimming for me, no doubt.
All right, take it away.
Well, this girls varsity basketball team, #1 in the state, led by senior Amy Dilk with 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 6 assists per game. On the outside for the Greyhounds, Tomi Taiwo knocking down those threes, 15 points per game for her.
Well, they're playing Brownsburg tonight, who are 8-2 on the season. They've looked pretty good. The leading player for them has been Allison Boss, mainly, averaging 13 points a game as a freshman. She could be a huge part of their program over the next coming years. But I think the seniors for Carmel are definitely going to have their way in this game. I think that they're going to have the advantage and potentially win this game.
Well, this boys varsity basketball team, 3 out of the 5 starters are juniors, led by Luke Hetty, averaging 21 points per game for this Greyhound team. He had a career high against Lawrence Central, dropping 31 points.
Yeah, well, and you didn't even mention John Michael Malloy. I mean, every single team that they go up against, they got to figure out who they're going to have to deal with him. And against Noblesville, I don't think they really have that guy. Leading player for them, Xavier Hines, averaging 13 points a game, the 6'3" junior guard. But I think they're averaging 36 points a game. As a team, Carmel definitely have the advantage in that department.
Yeah, Carmel definitely has the offense to win this game, averaging 61 points per game to Noblesville's 36.
And switching up to girls swimming, they won their first meet of the season against North Central, where they won every single event. The girls team is going for 32nd straight state title wins. And the next meet is going to be Tuesday, which is going to be senior night. Make sure to check it out.
Well, the girls swimming is something special to watch here at Carmel. That's all we have from the sports desk today. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Jack and Timmy, for that sports update, and we hope the varsity teams do well in their games this weekend. The announcements for today, December 8th, are as follows. German Club members interested in going to Carmel Christkindl Market on Wednesday, December 13th, need to turn in their permission slip by the end of school today. Completed Skip a Final forms are due by 3:15 to the Student Services Office and will not be accepted at any time after that. We now send it over to Sophia Casati in news with an update on the annual Care to Share program at CHS.
Good morning, Carmel High School. I'm Sophia Casati here with your news for the day. As the semester is coming to an end, Senate is wrapping up Care to Share. Care to Share is Carmel's annual fundraiser to buy gifts for underprivileged families in the community. Senate members have been organizing it since October. Nikki Vatistas talked to Tim Metkin and Thomas Gastineau about their participation in the program.
Care to Share is a program that the Student Senate puts on, and it organizes the SRTs in the school to raise money and purchase gifts for needy families from Indianapolis.
I wanted these responsibilities because every year I really have enjoyed raising money and giving it to a cause, and I am excited this year to see the other end of it, because at the end we take the gifts to the family and we kind of see how they respond, and that's just I've heard from other centers, that's just an amazing experience. I know it's sometimes hard when you have to deal with money, and our goal is to just be effective and get the gifts out to them quickly, and then receive the gifts quickly, and with as little communication as possible.
The day when we deliver is always a really rewarding experience. So just kind of that feeling of accomplishment and helpfulness is something to get out of it.
Just being able to kind of relate to someone that I don't really know, but know that we're eventually going to have a positive impact on this person that needs these certain things. It's a great experience where we can get out of our comfort zone and not just sit in our bubble of Carmel, and we can get out of that comfort zone, which you don't often get a chance to do.
I think it's just kind of spreading happiness and spreading the Christmas spirit, because these families for the most part wouldn't have much of a gift exchange on Christmas if it wasn't for us being able to kind of provide some of this. There's so much coordination and so much file keeping, and it's just really happy to see it all kind of wrap up and be done. There's not too many events where the whole literally every single person is asked to participate. So I think it kind of, and we understand a lot of people don't, or just kind of let the rest of their SRT take care of it. But it is a big kind of promoting a school spirit almost, of getting everyone together for a certain cause.
I think Care to Share truly brings together the whole school, because everyone is working together for a cause to impact the whole entire community, and not just staying inside Carmel High School, but we're expelling out to all of the Indianapolis area to affect the community in that way.
For your CHTV News segment, I'm Sophia Casati.
Thank you so much, Sophia, for the update on Care to Share. The following is scheduled for Monday, December 11th. Korean Club will meet at H306 after school. Well, it's that time of year again, folks. Yes, the holidays are just around the corner, but with that comes the Carmel Choir's famous holiday spectacular. Tatiana Gilliam is here with more about what fans will see in this year's program.
Good morning, Carmel. I'm Tatiana Gilliam, here with two members of Ambassadors, Hannah Paw and Andrew Todd, to talk about this week's Holiday Spectacular performances. What can we expect from the show this year?
I think you can expect a really beautiful performance. All of the groups this year have been very prepared and enthusiastic, and we really have a wide range of performances with something for everyone.
What are some of your favorite songs that you guys will be performing?
Ooh, one of my favorite songs, probably my favorite song, is the closer in the show. It's called The Dream Isaiah Saw. It has this unifying message of peace and hope, and just a wish for that kind of stuff, and I just think it's really, really powerful song.
My favorite would probably have to be a medley Ambassadors is singing called You'll Be Swinging, and it just has a lot of the classic Christmas songs that everyone loves to hear and holiday music. It's really fun to sing and dance.
Do you guys have any traditions or rituals you like to do before a performance?
We have several. One of the bigger ones is when all the Ambassador guys and all the rest of the choirs, choir guys, come together, and we do this little chant thing. That's always fun. And then always before every show we have green room, which is where we all sit down and talk about what we need to do for the show, and just what went well the previous night, what we need to work on, things like that. That's probably another big tradition that we do.
What's your favorite part about Holiday Spec?
I love getting ready before the show in the dressing room with all the other girls in my choir, helping each other with hair and makeup and setting all of our costumes, getting to talk to freshman choir members and other people to help them get used to the program. That's a lot of fun for me.
And for me, as well as Ambassadors, I'm also in Select Sound, so that means before every Holiday Spec show, we go out about 6-ish, and then we go in carol for the early guests, and it's always just a great way to get the kind of feeling started, and just a good vibe all over. And so it always makes everyone happy. So that's one of my favorite parts of Holiday Spec.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me. Back to you, Ben and Griffin.
Thank you so much, Tatiana.
Next week is Pre-Winter Break Awareness Week, which is a time you can use to make a difference. During SRT on Tuesday and Thursday, we are sponsoring a canned food drive for families in need right here in Carmel. The SRT that has the most donations will have their students entered into a drawing for 4 gas cards that can be used for either fuel or other merchandise. Your SRT teachers should have a list of acceptable food items, so please remember to bring in those donations.
Let's now send it over to some in-studio and video announcements.
Hey everyone, it's Nick and Reagan. We're from Carmel Rugby. So we're putting on a shoe drive. The bins will be placed around the school. They already are. From now all the way until December 22nd, which is the last day of finals. It'd be awesome if you guys can help us out.
Absolutely. So donate all kinds of shoes. Any new or gently used shoes will go toward families locally, nationally, and globally who can't afford or don't have the proper types of shoes. And then shoes that aren't really in good condition to be worn anymore can still be donated, and they will be going to make playground mulch at different places. Thank you.
Awesome.
That is all we have for you today, Greyhounds.
But if you want to see more stories like what you saw today, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, CHTV Carmel Television, or follow us on Instagram @CarmelTV.
For CHTV, this has been Ben Heber
and Griffin Gonzalez signing off. Have a great weekend, Greyhounds.